Hello all, this is Karthik Dale from Data Skills. Welcome to Excel Problems Expert Solutions Week 2. Last week we started this program and many of you liked it. Thank you so much for your support. So this week we come up with a new Excel problem and formula solution. Let's get into it. This week Excel problem is on the work allocation. Let me explain you the requirement. Here have some claim IDs we have, like it can be any number, and these claim IDs needs to be allocated to these employees. Right now there are 4 employees. It can be any other number. This claim IDs also it can be any other number. It can increase or it can decrease. This needs to be allocated to these employees equally. So in general, right now what they are doing is, like there are right now some 21 records we have, 21. So there are 4 employees. So like 4 into 5, 20 records. One person, last person will be getting the one extra. So that's how they are distributing. Nothing but we'll take a copy of this Divya, like select that 5 cells, pay special values, enter. And later again Rajkiran, go here, pay special values and drag this one in 5 cells. By mistake you may drag it to 6 cells also or 7, like that manual work. So like this in general they'll be having the huge data. They don't want to do this allocation manually one after the other. This will take good time, everyday work it is. So this needs to be automated. Yes, this you can automate without using any macros as well. Like without using any macros, you can automate by using the formulas. So how to do that? Let's learn this now. So here I have the few things for calculation purpose. I written these labels. Total records count I want to see. So how many records we have? So here that count A I use. Count A will count the numbers and anything apart from the number also, except the blank, it will count everything. Count A, I'll select this entire count, bracket close, enter. It will give the 22, but there are headers, so that needs to be directed -1, enter. So it is given the records count. Now total employees count we need to see. So how many employees we have? So we do have equal to that employees count, again count A, count A, that employees count is this. Okay, before I do this, let me make this one as a table. This one, let me make it as a table. Select this range, press Ctrl T. Once you press Ctrl T, create a table. It is asking, yes, let me make it as a table. Once I click OK, it has become a table. That is the reason it is showing the table design, and that table name is a table 1. If you want to change this name, you can change it, but let it be table 1. Now I'll write count A, like all that employees count. How many employees we have? Like there are 4. Right now it is a 4. In future, let's say if you added any new number, new name, once you add it, it is showing this. Because it is a table, automatically it will be taken care. So but I don't want it now, let it be 4 only. I'll delete this. So there are 4 employees, that's what it is saying. Now here I'll write equal to, like I'll divide, like I'm trying to find out each candidates how many records they need to get. So this 21 total records, it is 21 divided by this 4, that h3 divided by h4, enter. It is giving the 5.25. Oh, we cannot assign the 5.25, like it can be either 5 or it can be 6. So let me take on top of this formula, like this calculation, I'll write the formula called int. Int, it will give the integer value. If it is a 5.25, it will give the 5. If it is 100.99, it will give the 100. So it will just take the integer value, it will ignore the decimal value. So it is taking that, it is giving that 5, right? So last candidate records. So see this, here there are 21 records. 4 people, you cannot equally distribute the 21 records. Like 3 people will get the 5 5 5, and 6th person, that 4th person should get the 6 records, right? So the last person record may increase the number of records than the other people, or it may decrease based on that count. So here that calculation, what I'm going to do is I'll write this formula here. equal to this H3, the total count I'll select, minus this H4 into H5, nothing but total employees count minus uh, this into this H4 into H5. Once I say enter, it is giving the 1. Why? Because 21, that is a 21 is this total records count. From that, this 4 into 5, that total employees count into each candidate's records. If we multiply, then deduct 21 minus 20 will be 1. But after this, I do plus and you add this H5. See this? It is showing the 6 records here. So nothing but the last candidate records will be 6, but other candidates, each one of them will be 5 5 5. So that's how it will be. Fine. Now this needs to be allocated. So let's see this formula. Like this will be little lengthy formula. Let me try to write in simple words. Like let me write row formula. Now row. To write this row formula, once you write the row, bracket start and close, enter, it is giving the row number 2. If why it is giving the row number 2? Because you written the formula in the second row. If you drag it down, it will give the all these row numbers, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. So on top of it, I'll write the bracket. I do minus 1 divided by this H5. H5 is nothing but like each candidate records. Once I press F4, lock it completely, enter and drag it down. You see this? It is showing that 0 0.2, 0 0.4, 0 0.6, 0 0.8 and 1. Nothing but like first person, that Divya, like she should be in this all these 5 places, not these numbers. We want Divya in this 5 records. Later Raj Kiran should be in the another 5 records and so on. If you observe here, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8 and 2, all this like 1 point something, if we are able to make it as a 2, then all this will be 2 2 2 2. And these 0.2, if you are able to make it as a 1, so all this will be shows as a 1, and then here it will be the 3 and so on. So what I do is on top of it, I'll write a formula called ceiling. Ceiling. When I write this ceiling formula, ceiling, like here is the bracket start, comma 1 bracket close and enter. It is make that 0.2 as a next level. The ceiling will take the top value. 0.2 will change it to 1. 0.4 also will change it to 1 and so on. This 1.2 will change it to 2, and 2.6, 2.8, anything that decimal value will take to next value. So like here, I'll drag this formula down. Once I drag it down, you see this, all that ones, then all this 5 times 2, 5 times 3 and so on, it is showing it, right? So this is what we want. So nothing but this is giving all the numbers, but we want all these names. On top of it, we'll be writing the formula called index. Write this index array. It is asking that array is this entire range. This is my entire range. As it is a table name, it is showing, comma. In this this index will ask the 3 arguments: array, row number and column number. In the row number, we need some number. That number we got it from the ceiling formula. This ceiling formula is given that output. Now like after the ceiling, we write the comma, like this column number. This column number, only one column we have in this array, so let's write the 1 bracket close and enter. Now you see this Divya, like this is the first name. If I drag it down, it is giving all this Divya and Raj Kiran, Girish, Suhasini, all these 4 names. It is given correctly. Oh, what happened to this? Like last record is error. This is giving the error. Let's figure it out why it is giving the error. This ceiling formula, like here, this row number, if I select this row number place only, we return the ceiling row and all. When I press F9, you can see that output as a 5. So nothing but in this table, 5th row, first column value you want. Index is the intersection of row and column. Where is that 5th row? There are only 4 rows we have in this table. So you're trying to get that 5th row, which is not possible. To fix this problem, let's modify the formula within this index. So if it is error, what we do is we'll take this last record. this last record, like whoever there's a name, like that last record value should come. So what I do is nothing but like last record means the Suhasini in this case. In other words, that count is a 4. All right. So I'll come here, like on top of it, I'll be writing the formula if error. If it is an error, if this entire index formula, if it is giving error, comma, value of error place, same formula I'll write. There is no change. I'll write the same index. Array place will refer to this entire range, comma, like here we can write a formula like count a of this employees. Otherwise, instead of this count a like writing, we already count the total employees count. You can refer to this, press F4. So this is also fine, comma, one column, only one column we have in this array, bracket close for this index and bracket close for the if error. Enter, send it down. Now you see this, like it is giving this correctly, like 5 records, five, and last record is 6 records. So that's what last record counts as 6. So that's what it is showing here. So this is how you can allocate the data. Like even the number of records in thousands, no problem. Simply drag this formula down. No, I don't want to drag it down. That also should be done dynamically. Like I don't want to drag that formula down. Write the simple VBA code. On button click this macro or this formula will write it, drag it till the end of the this column B. Nothing but like if the records are up to 22, like this formula also need to drag it up to 22. If it is 2000, it should drag this formula up to 2000. In some other training, we can see that like how to write the formulas in the VBA. But as of now, like it is completely automated by using the formulas. Just that if the new records came, like let's say I'll add some new records just to test it. Like this formula I'm dragging down. Now you see this. Each candidate, earlier it was a 5 records, now it is different. Like each one of them, seven they are getting. 7, here is a 7, and so on. So total count is something 28. So each one of them, 7 4 28, like each one of them will give the 7 7 7. Like that last record will be like again 7 4 28, right? So total 28, it is distributed equally. Sometimes it may not be equal. If it is not equal, like that difference will be assigned to that last name. So this name also can change. Let's say some new name will add. So we'll add another new name. Once I added the new name, like it will be taken care. Like you see this, it is distributing like this. Each one now only 5 records, but last record for last person, for last person also in this case it is a 5 only. So this is how it will distribute. So hope this will helpful. Like instead of you do it manually, you can automate this way. So this is a requirement of one of our client. And like they were doing manually. So and they don't want any macros. So with the formulas itself, it is automated this way. Hope you liked it. Like we'll be sharing this file with you. Like the description is given in this YouTube channel description. Please download the file and do practice. Thank you all.